two, two, two and two. Like, you know, Chuck Woolery, 2 and 2. Yeah. Anyway, every time I say part 2, I think of that. I used to watch the new, what was it, 2 and 2 Chuck Woolery, the Newlywed Game, right? All right. Come on, Gen Xers. Help me here. Oh, shit, I can't remember. Anyway. Okay. Here we go. All right. So I had 2 more cards that I wanted to share with you, but I thought I would bring it into this next segment because the last one, part 3, is going to be my Old Faithful card. So this one's going to be my new card with a few extras that I found along my way. All right, so the first one is the Raven. I love the Raven. Edgar Allan Poe wrote a poem, The Raven, right? The universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. So we're being called. So maybe that's what this can center around, knowing that the universe is calling us to sign synchronicities. You know, they do talk to us. And the blue jay. Florida, I see these a lot here in Florida. That's where I'm from. I'm from Bradenton, Florida, by the way. Where are you guys from? So this one says blue jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. So some of us have gifts. All of us have gifts. I just think some of us are more in tune to it, or some of us were blessed with it. Like my grandma Emery, she was a Native American Indian, and she used to be able to see spirits and talk to them. So that's why I think sometimes that I have a gift. And I also found, and that's on my dad's side. Okay, Grandma Emery's from my dad's side. On my mom's side, on the English side of the Whittams, I found out that there were witches burned at the stake. So that's my little family lineage heritage. See, my dad is Dutch, German, and American Indian. And my mom is half Irish, half English. So I find it fascinating. I'm fascinated with cultures. I want to travel. On my bucket list, Ireland is one place I definitely want to go. A lot of people want to go to, let's go to the tropics. Let's go to, it's beautiful. I love the heat and I love the water. But I live in Florida, so I see it a lot. So I want something different. And I love the greenery of grass. You know, just when I was a kid, there you go. When I was a kid, one of the things I would do with my sister is, you know, I would pack picnic lunches and get a sheet. And we have a big oak tree in our front yard. And I'd lay out the blanket and I would sit and we would have our peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and our sweet tea and a long time until I left home when I was 18. But that's what I love, grass. And you do know, and I've talked about it before, that if you're ever depressed or just feeling like shit and just can't get out of a bad mood, go outside, take off your shoes, put your bare feet in the grass or in sand. Or I'm also a tree hugger and hug a tree, because trees give off energy. Everything is energy. And that's what I love to do. That's my way of grounding. And so it's a way of grounding. You know, everybody has their way. I love the great outdoors. I love to go camping and fishing and not glamping. There's a difference between glamping and camping. Big difference. You rough it in camping. You glamp it, you sit in AC. That's not camping. That's glamping. I love to go fishing. I love to go on boat rides and fishing. And I've always been a very down to earth type of person, you know, and the great outdoors. Well, you forget I'm Gen X, so when we were told to go outside and not come back in, we stayed outside. There was no going in and slamming the doors like there is today. You know, I was told you don't speak unless spoken to. And at that time, too, your neighbors could whoop your ass if you stepped out of line. That's how much times have changed. Times have really, really, really changed over the years. There. Move that over. Times have really changed a lot. Not the same. You can't, if you whoop a kid, God forbid. But I think that's what happened once they took the pledge out of the school, once they took out prayer, once they took away all the rights to be able to discipline children. Children decided to be assholes. You know, I come from a time they had a dean's office. You got in trouble, your ass went to the dean's office. That's where you went. You didn't have none of this. Oh, honey, you can't. Oh, fuck that bullshit. Why do you think a lot of youngins are, I'm not saying all, and please don't think I'm saying all youngins, but it's all in the way these youngins are raised. It's not the same. And look, the kids nowadays are the ones that are going to be taking care of me when I get older. Well, older. When I hit my 70s and 80s. So yes, does it bother me? Absolutely, because I see these youngins and either they care or they don't. And you can tell when their parents put morals and values in them because of the way they treat you. That is a gift. Anyway, I'm rambling. I got the gift of gab today. All right, ground down. There's something about flowers, the moon, crystals. Remember, I talked about grounding. Going outside and grounding when you feel that urge, that depression, anxiety. Do some groundation work. Dream. The moon, the house, the stars, the trees, a dream catcher could be of significance. And we talked about sleepless nights, so maybe if you put a dream catcher over your bed, that will help you. Maybe. And remember, there's something about remembering your dreams, because our subconscious mind never shuts the fuck up. It's always talking to us. Always. We're in our subconscious more than our conscience. How do they say? Oh, I don't want to say it wrong, but it's basically said that, yeah, we live in our subconscious mind. Alone? A sun? Alone. Maybe you're going to meet somebody. Maybe someone's getting ready to walk into your reality. Or someone's walking in your dreams at night. It's very possible. Sorry. I'm looking out my window. It's a beautiful day out today. But it's probably going to rain like always because, as I said, I live in Florida and it's hurricane season. I pray my fifth wheel stays grounded. I pray this thing stays grounded. Mystery. You are a mystery. Love. Wow, that song just popped in my head. There's something about mystery. Are you reading a mystery novel? Or are you a mysterious person? Or the wonderment of it all? Everything's a mystery. Oh, that felt weird to say. That felt really weird to say, that one. Don't know why. Alright, so we're going to do some Sacred Spirit. Sacred Spirit. Thank you guys, by the way. And remember, with all my readings, just take what resonates with you. I'm just telling you what I feel when I see it, when I say it. Something about a yellow rose. With the name Rose. Do you know a Rosie? Maybe. Maybe I'm talking to a Rosie. First one, number 35, spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. That's my crossroads right there. This is my crossroads. And there's something with the color blue, and it has to do with your throat chakra too. Set your heart free. That is very, very powerful. Another blue card, 25. Living light energy. See the beauty in life. Absolutely, I do. I do see the beauty in things. Always have. I love love. I'm an Aquarian sun. That's an Aries moon and a Taurus rising. So yeah, I'm double stubborn. For sure. What sign are you? Let me know in the comments what sign you are. Number 4, awakened spirit. Desire to change. Yes, I absolutely desire to change. I want to change. I want my life to change. Change for the better. Out of this misery and gloom and doom. But only I can change it. And that's what I was saying earlier. Only you can change your reality. I can guide you and I can give you insights and I can tell you what I see or what I feel. But ultimately, it's up to you to change. I can guide you. But you gotta want it. Just like being in an abusive relationship. Trigger warning. Sorry if I hit on something. You can tell somebody to get out of that relationship all you want with these narcissists. You can talk and say, you know you need to get out. You know you need to do this. You know you need to do that. Yes, they may listen. But ultimately, when they're ready to change, they'll change. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that myself. Because I was sitting there stuck with being in this relationship with somebody who was just, of my relationships, 3 of the 4, and I've only had 4 relationships, 4 long-term relationships of 3 years or more, and I'm 56. 3 of them were narcissistic, and I'm not doing it again. I deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. And so do you. So if you're in that kind of relationship, I can tell you to change. I can tell you, you know you need to change, and I can tell you to get out. But unless you're ready to get out, you're not going to get out. And that's a very valuable lesson. 5, between worlds, new direction, and there's something about a turtle. And yellow is your solar plexus. Talking from the gut. When the gut tells you something, listen. If your gut's telling you it's time to fly, it's time for a change, it's time to get up and go and do it. Quit pushing against it. Now remember, a turtle has a home, and they have their home on their back. So maybe you might be traveling between worlds, going from maybe you're moving, maybe you're getting ready to move to a whole new area, a whole new space. There's something significant in it that's taking you a new direction. Oh, God, I felt that one in my gut. I want to travel. God, I want to travel so bad. I'd love to see the world. One day I will. In divine timing. Like I always tell y'all, everything is on divine timing. Everything in this life is divine timing. First one, new opening. See, new direction, new opening. There's something about starting over. When one door closes, I am confident another will open. And I will be for my betterment. And this was for my betterment coming here. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledges that opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within, and that is true. Peace does come from within. This is listening to your higher self, listening to yourself. You're ready for a change, my friend. You're ready to make that bold change and get the hell out of where you're at, you know? Next one, divine light. Oh, there's something about the solar plexus and the color yellow. There's a lot of yellow starting to pop up. Throat chakra with the blue yellow. Divine light. I am an expression of love, and I shine bright like a diamond. It says I shine like the sun, but shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond, Rihanna. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. Don't ever let anybody take your light either. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. Don't let anybody take your sparkle, and don't let anybody take your light. Narcissists love the light. Evil wants to dim it. And when you get into them kind of relationships, you dull yourself. You let people take your light. Takes away from authentically who you are. We all carry a light. Some of us are a lot brighter than others. Absolutely. That is the truth. There's no denying that some of us are brighter than others. Don't let anybody take your light, babes. Don't let them steal that glory from you. Because then you'll go around trying to get it back again. Positive action. There's the higher self again. I focus on the beauty in me. You're a beautiful soul, and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go of and entrust to God. Let go and let God. He is the one in charge. Ooh, I felt that deep in my soul when I said that too. Because I believe in that let go, let God. I've had to surrender more than once and let go. I can't do it alone. I need His help. Their help. The universe's help. I can't do it alone. I have my army behind me. And I know I have an army. Sometimes I feel like I have that army right behind me, carrying me through, letting me know that it's going to be a beautiful day. Letting me know that everything's going to be all right. And it will be all right. But you got to trust it's going to be all right. The last one. See? This is confirmation, one step at a time. This is your root chakra, which is the color red. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. Amen. One step at a time, my friends. Or that song, one day at a time, sweet Jesus, is all I'm asking of you. Christy Lane, one day at a time. God, I used to, you know what? I think we'll leave it at there. Close this part out and go to number 3. All right, guys. I'll be right back. Bye.